Welcome back from that short break, and I'm glad you're still tuned into Urban TV watching PAKASA. It is now time to find out how these products fare in the market. At Amon School Interiors and Furniture Showroom on Dinaro Towers along Mawanda Road, we are given a lecture on the superiority of locally made furniture over imported furniture.
I recently went into some showroom in town.
Yeah.
I found they have a bed. A bed, it's a round bed like this, but in the middle it has music system, and this side it has speakers. Then I was like, this is a very good idea.
Yeah.
What if I also get a sofa and also put a music system?
To prove that he's not just a salesman, Amon demonstrates the art behind different furniture sets in his showroom.
So now this one is called, it has suede fabric. Huh? Yeah, it's very comfortable. And to fit it, there are people who want to reach home, wants to put on a vest, he wants to just remain in his shorts. Yeah. That's when you feel the comfort of this. Yeah. Because if you want to fit it, you just put this around.
So this one is for like Denzel.
Yeah, this one is this one is very nice. Now you sit there and you see. Now if we are seated here, the two of us, this one is an armrest, and it's a what? It's a stool. Someone can serve us tea here. Yeah. And then we are taking. Now, here, you see, it also has storage.
I had a feeling nothing here looks like it's just done. Everything has a purpose.
If you see this, inside you can keep your things there. So I'm doing a sofa, which is like this, but it's going to have a music system placed inside with speakers. So when you sit, you just have to press the button and the music is playing as you read and relax.
And where do these ideas come from?
There are some sofas which we benchmark and we look at the international designs. Go online and then look at how other people are doing their things. And then we sit down and we do it. But most of the other designs, we get them ourselves.
Amon then takes us to the beginning of this story. How did the professionally trained teacher turn out to be a furniture mogul?
When I finished university, that was in 2003. That's when I finished university. So I got a job and I was employed. I could say that I was doing well because I was promoted. I kept on being promoted up to when I reached a level where I was between me and the boss, the owner of the business. There was basically no other promotion level that was there. And I could not become the owner of the business. So I was his manager. And I reached a certain level where I think it was too much work for me that I was doing. I asked for pay increase and it was a little bit hard. So I saw that I was working hard to make somebody rich. I could actually see that until when there was no other chance for me to be promoted. Then I was like, I think I need a better, I also need to own a business. I want to be my own boss. So, and I wanted to do a business which would create an impact in someone's life. And I needed to employ people. So here, at one time I went and I was looking for a sofa to put in my house. And I looked around for anything that could fit my desire. I did not get. Everything that I was getting was really very expensive. Yet to me, I saw it was lacking. Then I reached some gentleman who was doing these sofas. I mean, the sofas like I do. But there was something lacking in what he was doing. Yes, I bought from him, but I sat with him. He was a very good gentleman. You know, people who are not jealous in business, who think that you're not going to be a competitor. And he develops rivalry. He was such a good man. So I told him, I want to do business. What business do you think you have a capacity to supply me if I started business of, you know, dealing in the sofas? He was like, yes, I will supply you. So I got some shop in Barara, and he was supplying me the sofas.
While he initially started as a distributor of the furniture, the incapability of his supplier drove him to expand his business into the production of the furniture.
But then I think to him he didn't have enough capacity to produce the number of sofas that I wanted. I would give him money, but then he takes long to deliver. You understand me?
Yes.
Like, I have my customers there, they are demanding, what I have has been sold out and they want more. And now I was not doing them myself. I was relying on another person to supply me. And here you give him an order and it takes long. You know, people have a very bad attitude, negative attitude towards carpentry. A carpenter, a mechanic, a tailor.
Yes.
Those are people that you give money and you start chasing him to give you the product. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them. This gentleman, I was giving him money and was not supplying me in time. Then I was like, my business now collapsed. Because here you're selling stock, and stock has, you know, you don't have any more stock, and yet people are still doing what? Demanding.
Yeah.
The expansion marked the closure of the business in Barara, and the workshop was set up in Kampala with the help of Amon's supplier.
He gave me a list of suppliers. He told me this person can help you, this one can do this, can help you. So I had to look for money through my savings and I have another business that I run. So I got money and bought the machines. I looked for space where to work from, everything. And then I had to look for the human resource now, the technical guys who can do this kind of work for me. He gave me one boy, and then this boy, I went and I took him for further training, to train with some Chinese in some other factory. And I sponsored him to go and learn these kind of things more. I went with him, and then we saw, of course me, I could just see, but I could not do anything technical about it.
Yeah.
So he comes back and I recruit other guys whom he teaches how to do these things. And then that's how we started.
The human resource and power needed to run this workshop are some of the challenges he had to grapple with.
Of course, like I had said, electricity, the bills are very high, and it's not reliable. The power is not reliable. You have someone's order, the person is expecting it in 1 week, and power has spent 2 days when it's not there. So that one is affecting us. We want consistency, and we want to always deliver on time. It's really a problem. It's actually a big problem, because it's very hard to get somebody who can run a machine and comes out as nice as you can look at it. And most of the guys who come from the technical schools, they basically have the theory part. They don't have the practical part. So it's you again to take him under training. You have to train him again so that he does exactly what you want. But it's a little bit costly. And most of these guys, they are not even seen. They are technical schools, but you can't get, like, if you say somebody who, like a tailor, for example, a tailor, most of the tailors use manual machines, yet we use automatic, which are powered. So you bring him from a manual machine to an automatic, you say, Mzee, you know, service over there.
But with everything in place, Amon's team has been operating for over a year and has the showroom opened at the beginning of this month at Mawanda Road to show for their hard work. The showroom represented an expansion from the order and referral business to a business that is ready to receive customers at all times.
If a person comes in through referral, I know that the person who has sent him to me trusts me. So I cannot also disappoint you as a customer. I have to make sure that I do for you quality. And so that you also refer another person. But we've been doing that for the last 1 year, until when we realize that there are people who have their own cash. The person has his own cash. He doesn't want to wait those things of orders. Wants to come, sees what is available, and then he pays and loads on the truck and he goes. So that's why we decided to have a showroom where we can put samples of what we do and people come and buy on cash basis.
Amon explains to us the strategy he employs in his business to make money in the competitive furniture market.
Now, you've given me your order on Monday morning.
Yeah.
You've paid deposit. I bring the samples immediately before you go and say, this is your chair that you want, you've brought it in a picture, or you've seen in our previous pictures that we've made, but you want it in a different color. So I show you fabric. These are samples. Choose your color and choose the fabric that you want us to use. Then you choose. So what I do, I call my team of guys, and we say, you know what, this is a customer. We have a customer here. The person needs his sofa in 1 week. This is the design. So each guy has his particular work that he does on a sofa. You know what we call specialization. One has to do this, one, do this, and then at the end of it all, maybe after like after like 4th day, we bring whatever the other person was working on. So we bring and then we join. And then I call you and say, you know what, your sofa is done. Can you let us know where you want us to deliver it? And then we deliver it. We actually deliver freely. Now, the bachelors, I'm still on the bachelors. Those who have movies, yeah, they have lots of DVDs. Yes. They have lots of, all that kind of thing. If you don't want your house to be so crowded, you just keep your things inside here. Okay. You see?
Wow. This is amazing.
Yeah.
So, this is also still a storage.
This is a storage thing.
Wow. And
yourself, you can fit here. You can hide
when
here.
The landlord has come, eh?
When the landlord has come, you can hide here. Yeah? Or if
Okay. This is good.
If you are attacked at night, you just open, enter, and then you cover. Yes. The guys will never, they will start looking under the bed, but there is nowhere under.
Okay. You will not believe this, but in case you're wondering, this is my sofa, thanks to Amon, and it has this storage facility, which works very well because that's where I'm coming from. It also has the bed, which is very comfortable and can fit me like you can see. And it also does the sofa, because from the bed, all I have to do is sit, and then all my friends can sit here. The guy on camera can sit here, my producer, the editor, and even you, when you come to visit me, you will still be able to fit here. So the sofa does so many things. It will store, sit me, and also be my bed, thanks to Amon. And that is the uniqueness that he sells to his customers on a daily. Amon, beaming with pride, then tells us why quality and customer satisfaction are important for his business. For him, quality precedes profit.
The reason I'm trying to concentrate on quality is that I do not want to compromise on anything, be it size, be it quality. That time will come probably when I'll make more profit. But now, people want value for their money. Now, there is not much money in furniture. People who make a lot of money in furniture are those that sell them expensively, yet they have used cheap what? Cheap material, cheap raw materials. For example, there are some people that I see in town, somebody gets a sofa set, you've bought it, you've put in your money, and you've taken it home. But after some time, you find the rats are moving down. But rats do not come in a properly made sofa. Rats come, they are attracted because of the kasasuro that you put there, the rubbish. Most of these guys put in rubbish. They stuff it with a lot of rubbish. And that's what attracts rats. And those, whatever rubbish, whatever they use, is so cheap, He might have used maybe something like 500 and sells it 1 million. Or he might have used materials worth 250 and sells it 800,000. So you see, those are abnormal profits. But for us, what matters is quality, and the materials that we use are very expensive. We import our fabrics and leather and these leg stands and other accessories. We get them from Dubai. we get the sponge mattresses on order. We make them on order in one factory in Chambogo that makes sponge.
It also turns out Amon is quite a savvy businessman. In addition to the WhatsApp deals that we had earlier mentioned, he tells us that the popular social networking site Facebook and his mobile phone are critical members of his team.
We have a Facebook page called Cool Furniture and Interiors. Now, the sofas that we make, either on order, people come in with their pictures and they want us to do their sofas in the picture, like the person has brought a picture and say, this is a picture, I want something real.
Yes.
And then we sit down and do it. So after doing that, we post everything on what? On our Facebook page. So the people that we've made sofas for, they recommend us to other people. And why are we recommended? We are recommended because, first of all, the person gives you money and trusts you that you'll do something which is good for him. Now, we do something which is better than what the person expected. Yeah. You come with a picture and you basically have no idea whether this thing is going to come out the way you want it. But we bring it out exactly, even more than how you expected. So, we are also recommended because we deliver on time. If the person says, I want my sofa in 2 weeks, we deliver it in 2 weeks. But mostly our orders take only 1 week, 7 days. You come today, Monday, and next on Sunday, even before a week elapses, you have your sofa.
Amon's desire to be a big-time employer is what drives him and shapes his vision for the future.
But the biggest achievement that I say I have achieved is that I have managed to employ a good number of people who have also supported their families. You know, if somebody comes to you and he's telling you, boss, I have this problem, he's looking at you as a main source of his livelihood. He comes to you and asks you, you know, there's this, I need this, and you can give him advance, you've paid him salary, he has managed to do his own achievement, he has built a house, he has supported his family, he's looked after his kids. To me, I think that's a big achievement.
Like you have heard throughout his story, quality, class, comfort, and most importantly, creativity are the cornerstones of Amon's business. You too can emulate him and join the ranks of entrepreneurs. And if you're already an entrepreneur, PAKASA is here for you. All you have to do is get in touch with us on our Facebook and Twitter pages because we would like to hear your story. I'll end with a quote from Jeffrey Zelderman, who says, "Don't worry about people stealing your designs. Worry about the day they stop." And that will wrap up this edition of PAKASA. Tune in next week, same time, for more compelling stories. I've been your host, Daniel Mumbere. Keep it UrbanTV.